This is what I told you about the M16 that was delivered by the Russian PM and the Russian forces. You want to know how powerful the M16 is? One fighter jet that came to monitor in the Imo State has been brought down by M16, and one helicopter have been brought down by M16. People don't know how powerful M16 is. The journey has just begun. Biafra restoration has become something inevitable, unstoppable, unmovable, and I'm going to who are the doubting Thomases? Who are the doubting Thomases? We are moving with maximum speed, and our speed can be noticed by our enemies. There is no other way we should explain this. There is no other way we should do this. This very speed is becoming more and more obeyable. You see, for a very long time, we have been trying to, maneuver some kind of stuff and do whatever that we have to do. But the most important thing here is that our journey to restore Biafra has become more open, more in the open, more in the figure of speech. So therefore, as we push through to liberate ourselves from this nemesis, we must consider every means possible to hold Biafra and hold Biafrans in the public. This M16 is too powerful. This fighter jet, for bringing it down, shows the force that we already possess. I will say it again, and I keep saying it, that your enemies will always succeed if they hurt you and you don't retaliate or return that same energy back to them. They're gonna keep hurting you, and they're gonna keep hurting you, and they're gonna keep hurting you. All you do is you keep crying and crying and crying, and your tears will not even solve any problem. So Fanyegi 1 in year 2, Fanyegi 2 year 3, Fanyegi 4 year 5. That is the only way they can now return back and think and say, these people need freedom, let's give them their freedom. With the help of M16, the PLA have brought down one private jet, one fighter jet, and one helicopter, Zoo helicopter. Let's continue to go. We have noticed the British support to hold Biafra in one spot. But I tell you most solemnly that any man who tries to disrespect the Biafran people and the Biafran nation must have themselves to be blamed. There's no two ways about it. They must have themselves to be blamed. And by so doing, nothing will spoil that very energetic wings that we have been pulling through. We must all reconsider everything that we need to consider. And if we should open ourselves up and, make a very good wing out of this whole situation room, this is the point we should say to ourselves, we have done well. We have done massively well. And nobody have the right or audacity to put us in the corner zone. Whether you like it or not, we cannot be pushed to that zone where each and every one of us will be looking as if we don't know what we are doing. Yes, that's the way it is. We know what we have been doing, and we will continue to do what we used to do. We will continue to do what we know how to do. And what do we know how to do? The do is all we can say. So every Biafrans must get ready, because this journey is going to be a very, 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 very long journey. Very, very long journey. And by so doing, we will have to reconsider some things in the future. Hey, yes, yes. Where are the doubting Thomases? Where are the doubting Thomases? I've been talking about M16 and M26, one of the most powerful weapons that Russia uses to fight their enemies. I told you before that it has been released to Biafran land. You see, whatever you see on this channel, we don't force stories. We don't know how to force stories because we don't know how to forge them. That's just the truth. We don't know how to forge them, and that is why we don't force stories here. Now it has been confirmed by the Prime Minister that more powerful military power has been signed. So therefore, in the coming future, you are going to be seeing more powerful weapons to defend Biafra land. First of all, there's this fighter jet they call Cruise 14. Cruise 14, one of the most powerful fighter jets. I saw it around, but I'm going to confirm it later. I said I saw it around, but I'm going to confirm it later. You see, it's very, very, will I say, pitiable that so many people who are doubting Thomases have refused to see the light in this Biafra of a thing that we have been trying to figure out. They have refused to see this whole light and this whole situation room. But one of the most important thing here is this: we must not be carried away at any point, whatever the point may be. We must not be carried away, and that is where everybody remain focused. Don't worry, those who are doubting. Before I told you that I am not a supporter of Mazi Simon Eba. Yes, but with time I understood that this young man mean well for Biafrans. What then happened? Now we are seeing everything that is happening in Biafra land. If Biafra land, if we do not have people that is defending Biafra land. You think the ESN is not working again? You think the Eastern Security Network have hidden themselves? No. There are territories they are protecting. How many times have you heard that the Fulani invaded Biafran land? They can only succeed when they have some, zoo military guiding and protecting them. But the truth of the matter remains that you cannot come to Biafran land and make a mess of the people of Biafra. And that's where the truth lies. No matter how you want to do it, whichever way you want to go, the speed at which Biafran will be restored is going to shock a lot of people. A lot of people will be shocked. It has been signed and sealed. The PM has just confirmed it. That Cruise 14 and 16 may be released very soon. And that fighter jet is one shot. Invisible fighter jet. Military powerful things have been signed. You see, you can go ahead and keep doubting, but I know that some of you that doubted before are now coming back to your senses. And by so doing, you will eventually see the whole bunch of light that we preach. It's all good. But one of the biggest goodness that you all must presume and perceive is the nature of how we groom things. We are not a people that fails. We are not a people that should be scared of our enemies. We are not a people that should be worried about our enemies. But one of the most important things is this, that we have come a very long way to realize that we are Biafrans and we are going to defend Biafran land at all cost. At all cost. It means a lot. Because if we don't defend Biafran land, then we won't have a place to call our land. Mazi Simon Eba, the Prime Minister. Dalo.